Hello guys, welcome to ARD channel Learn with Interest. After a long time I have came to you with this knowledge encyclopedia part 1, that is our earth in the universe. Before starting part 1, let me give you some more information regarding this book. This book is appropriate for age group 9 and above. It gives all the solution to the mysteries of the universe in question answer format. So you will find fun in reading, listening, wondering, and exploring this book. So let us start the first part. And I pay sorry to you all for coming on YouTube channel after a prolonged time. I have came after a long time because some issues has been arises at my home. So let us start. Forget that all. And like, subscribe, and don't forget to give comments. So, our Earth in the universe, all about outer space and the Earth. We start with this paragraph, and I want to tell you about this paragraph. In this paragraph, it want to say that we know all the wonders around us happening in this beautiful planet Earth. It is the only planet which have life, and other planet their life does not exist. But we know we have not yet reached there, but we know this by different ways as we have sent our probes, controls, etc. We wonder about how the volcano eruption take place, how this earthquake take place, how tsunamis are coming, and different phenomena which we are not aware and comes suddenly. So you will get your all answer here about this wonderful earth and all the mystery solutions. In this part 1, you will look after what causes volcanic eruption and earthquakes, about oceans, land areas, weather and climate, Earth, the miracle planet, fascinating night sky, our solar system, observed more closely. What can you see in the remote universe? Amazing. So now we have to start with the first page with the part 1. So guys, ready to learn with interest. First part and first question of it. What is the external structure of the earth? So, as you all know, external structure of earth is in not you can say complete sphere, in a oval, somehow oval form. Because if it is complete sphere, then you will know how it is not complete sphere. You will look after this afterwards. Okay. So it has been written that it has been known for more than 2000 years that the earth is round. Yeah, right. We are knowing from many years that earth is round. But actually we had proven it in 2000 years later? Not, of course. Because that time no much facilities are available to prove this that earth is round. So look after what happened then next. But we were able to actually see this much later, only when we flew into space. Yeah, right. That only I want to say. That we are knowing Earth is round many years ago, from 2000 years later. But that time we doesn't have any good technology, or nothing had been developed in that field, science field. So we have no machinery or no technology to prove that earth is round or earth is in oval form. Okay, then see, the knowledge why we do not fall off from the earth is much more recent. Yeah, and the knowledge we have got why we doesn't fall on from the earth is came earlier. Is came means close decades it had came. as I think all of you know, because of gravity. A journey as described by author Jules Verne in his book Journey to the Center of the Earth was after all impossible. Yeah. No one can reach the center of the earth, that is solid inner earth core. Only one thing was known: the earth is made up of soil, rocks and water. Today, we know that the earth is also surrounded by an air cover called the atmosphere. Yeah. I think these two lines are doesn't need to explain, as by basic it is basic concept and you all can understand. So move to next question. What is internal structure of the earth? Like an onion, the earth has several layers. Yeah, as you can see, onion has several layers. You covered for its protection, and you split means you take it out and use in different things to cook. So like that only, earth has several covers on it. The outermost layer, the earth crust. The outermost layer of the earth is called the solid earth's crust, or simply crust. Has an average depth of about 40 kilometers. It is very important point. Note it, that the outer layer of the earth, that is crust, has average depth of about 40 kilometer, as compared with the diameter of earth, which is around 12,700 kilometer. Means, and I'm reading, and which are important point I will tell you, and you can note that. So here we, in these two lines, we have got the two important point, that first, the outermost layer of the earth, which is crust, has average depth of about 40 kilometers, and the diameter of our wonderful earth is 12,700 kilometers. The earth's crust is very small. Yeah, of course. The earth crust is very small. It is primarily made up of solid rocks. Below the crust is the mantle. So, as it had written that earth has like onion several layers. So you can see now several layers are coming at the front of you. That first is crust. Now second is mantle. Let us look after mantle. After crust comes the mantle. So important points are here. You can see that three important points we have got till now. That the earth's outer surface is called crust, which is 40 kilometer depth. Average depth of which is 40 kilometers. Okay. Next important point we got is the earth's diameter is 12,700 kilometers. Third important point we got is the after earth crust there is another layer which named as mantle. So look, now it's time to look after mantle. So let us look. Reaching to a depth about 2,900 kilometers, means mantle is reaching to up to the depth 2,900 kilometer. Amazing. You can think about it. 2,900 kilometer inside the earth, means inside, reaching in depth means inside the earth, reaching inside the earth. Okay, so now we have got 4 points. Now you can underline. At last I will inform you which are the from starting to end. I will explain you what important point we have noted here. Now let's look further ahead. Due to the heat inside the earth, the mantle consists of solid and molten rocks. Okay. Inside the earth there is so much heat trapped. Because of that, the mantle consists of solid and molten rocks. Means it consists of both solid and molten rocks. Molten means in liquid form, you can understand. Yeah. Below the mantle is the core. Yeah. Now comes the third layer. Which layer you have seen till now? The crust, the mantle, and now comes the core. Made up of iron and nickel. So core is made up of iron and nickel. It is also a very important point. The deeper one travels inside the earth, the hotter it is. Okay. How much inside you will go to earth means how much deep you will go inside the earth. It produces more heat. More heat means at different levels heat increases. The temperature in the core is about 4,000 and 5,000 degrees Celsius. Means so much. The temperature of core is between 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Celsius. This is also a very important point to note down. Now you can look after the structure of the earth. See. Solid earth crust, 0 to 40 kilometer depth. Solid to viscous earth mantle, 40 to 2,900 kilometer depth. Molten outer earth core, 2,900 to 5,100 kilometer depth. Solid inner earth core, 5,100 to 6,371 kilometer depth. Convection cells in the earth's mantle. Hot material rises up, cold material sinks down. Speed about 2 to 3 centimeter per year. It is very good image. You can I prefer you to take out the screenshot. I give you few minutes for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now move further to the next question. Yeah, start. I think you all have been taken. Now our next question, how do we discover what is inside the earth? So, caves and mines go only up to 1 to 2 kilometers inside the earth. Yeah. It means to say that with the caves and mines, only you can't say that what is inside the earth. Because it reaches to 1 to 2 kilometers. And you can see that the mantle, which is 2,900 kilometers, going inside the depth. Now, and you can see crust 40 kilometers inside. So, how then we can say with caves and mines that it will tell you what is inside the earth, and it is reaching only 1 to 2 kilometers inside the earth. Even the deepest wells of the world, such as one 12 kilometer deep in the Russian Kola Peninsula, or the 9 kilometer deep one in the Upper Palatinate, hardly scratch the earth's crust. So you can say that it is very important point to underline this, that the world's deepest well, and that is one of that 12 kilometer deep in Russian Kola Peninsula, and another is 9 kilometer deep in the Upper Palatinate, hardly scratch the earth's crust. So it want to say that it is 12 kilometer and 9 kilometer and hardly reaches to earth's crust. You can see that in before question we have explained you that the earth's crust reaches averagely to 40 kilometers. So hardly you can see that it reaches. So hardly we can say that it will reach to earth's crust. Surely it will not reach, because 12 kilometer, 9 kilometer. Now next line. One can look deep inside the earth in the aftermath of earthquake or by creating nuclear explosions. Yeah, when earthquake comes, then you can see that cracks are coming. So you can see inside the earth, but it will not, by that you can't see the core. Means you will see up to not more than 15 centimeter or not. Yeah, means slowly you will see very less in centimeters only you can see by the cracks, and nuclear explosion I have also not seen. Then how can I explain you? So now move to next line. The explosions generate sound or seismic waves. Okay, and I think this science students and maximum for you have been known to this, that explosion generates sounds or seismic waves. They also threw off rock particles, means they threw up the rock particles inside the earth. By measuring their intensity and timings, scientists discovered the composition of Earth's interiors. It is very important points and very good thing to understand. It want to say by nuclear explosion, earthquakes, when nuclear explosions is done, then it threw out the rocks and different particles inside from inside the earth. So by measuring the intensity and timings of these particles, scientists discovered what the earth crust can consist of. Means they, by this they have, nobody, means you can see that nobody have reached so inside the earth up to core or mantle, but they are only amazing by scientific method, means by explosions and measuring the intensity and timings of that rock and other particles thrown off from the earth, that it may consist of this thing or that thing. Okay, so surely no one have been reached, but we have known by this method that what the earth interior can consist of. Okay, so science is, as you all know, science doesn't means science can never be fixed theory can there cannot be a fixed theory or statement in science, because it changes by time. New people come, new discovery. As you can see, different people have proven the theories or methods of different scientists who had discovered earlier the way to solve any problem, and the new one have came and changed it and proven it wrong, which had been discovered by scientists in earlier periods. So we can't say that by this exactly it consists of the iron and nickel the core is made up of. It can be made up because nobody had seen, so it can't be proven. If anybody will see, then so by this, by assumption, as you can say, by assumption we are came to know this, or by this assumption that it may consist of this, because the rock consists of this particles of it's a means scientists have done like that. I think so, that they had done exploration, then iron and iron the particles have came out, means rock have came out, and the rock consists of, I think, some symbol or sign of iron and nickel in it. So they have discovered that core had been discovered that core had been made up of iron and nickel, but it doesn't be like that, or because anybody had not seen clearly. So daily we'll see one page of each part. So one page of this part had over, and here main points we have seen are that core crust reaches to 40 kilometers depth. The Earth's diameter is 12,700 kilometers, and the mantle reaches to depth of 2,900 kilometers. The temperature of core is between 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Celsius. The core is made up of iron and nickel, and we have seen this important figure. Then we have seen that the two deepest well of the world, that is one in Russian Kola Peninsula, 12 kilometer depth, and other is Upper Platinate, 9 kilometer depth. So, and we have seen the method by which they have came to know what inside the earth, that is by explosion. The particles threw off out the earth, means rocks have been came out from the earth, and by measuring their intensity and timings, the scientists have came to know the Earth may consist of this. I want to show you one figure. This is the Continental deep drilling near the Bavarian city of Wieden. Drilled a hole around 9 km deep in an old mountain. The drilling range was over 80 meters high. So, and this figure says that the shape of Earth and the position of the continents are now well known to us. Yeah, of course. So this page have been finished, first page of this first part. Now in next video we'll look after this part. So, and very important, did you know? If you want to know extra knowledge, then please see the next video, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to share with your friends so they can also get extra knowledge. And most important, if you are new, subscribe to it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.